Oh, you're good. Mhm. Oh, you're good.
I didn't want to walk in front of you.
You're fine.
Excuse me.
That's one more. One more. One more.
Right, yeah.
At the Wally World. One is a.
75. I don't think this is Ray, can you take this out? Your side? Okay.
What up? What up?
Put
What
the
up?
sticker and then just go by self checkout. They can take it out. Can you take it out? I asked them off.
How are you? Thank you.
One back.
Where's the password? The password is Lion. Detroit Lions. Oh, it's snowing out. All this damn snow. Lee! What up, Lee? Snow, snow, snow. Yeah, I got a few of those snow blowers in there. Backpack blower. Another blower back there. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know. My car's running rough as fuck. So, striker. I'm gonna try to put it in my car. Hey, if y'all want to hit that like and subscribe button, that'd be cool too. Go on a little adventure. Let's go on a little adventure. Get some dry gas with injector cleaner. I've tried injector cleaner. I've tried seafood. I've tried. I don't know. It just like hesitates. I don't know if you can hear that phone. That thing's putting. Appreciate the like. up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Gotta get some petrol. Not get hit by a goddamn truck. Good Lord. So rough. So rough.
Receivers, and obviously there's no Laporta in this game like there was back in week 2. And Laporta had Brock Wright. Nope, those guys are both gone. So you got your 3 and 4 tight ends that are playing. It's a mess. It's a mess. And to play this game in Chicago is not going to be easy for the Lions. You would think on the outside looking, at least from the way the fans look at this, is like, well, some people are just going to check out of the game altogether. I'd love to hear from everybody your thoughts on this game. 248-539-9797. Are you just checking out? You don't even care. It season's over. Then why bother watching? Or are there some things to watch? And if so, if you do, what is it specifically that you're looking for? I'll let you know what I'm looking for. Because there are some things specifically I want to see. I also want to get to the double Ben Johnson on him leaving the Lions to go to Chicago. It was inevitable. It's going to get a head coaching job sometime. It was up to him.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up?
I finally found a situation that fit him. He jumped ship.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe button.
One of the best teams in the
It's another day in
The
Michigan.
Lions have to play there on Sunday. 248-539-9797. Send them a text. We'll get to your phones and your texts next as we continue here on 97.1.
I'm injury attorney David Famininio. For decades, we've been fighting insurance companies to make sure our clients get what they deserve. That's experience. But the experience that matters most is your experience, what you're going through, how you feel. It's not about us. When you're in a car accident, you need someone who listens and fights for you. That's what we do. Call us at 855-65-CRASH or go to our website, getdavidgetpaid.com.
What's good, y'all? This is Vaughn Miller, Super Bowl MVP, the sack master, and now your host of Free Range. This is where NFL meets real talk. Every week, I'm bringing you inside the game, from locker room stories to rewind heroes. You want football IQ, locker room insight, and real conversation with people shaping the league? Welcome to Free Range with Vaughn Miller, where nothing is off limits and every down counts. New episodes every Wednesday. Listen and follow Free Range with me, Vaughn Miller, wherever you get your podcast.
Want to make 2026 your year of adventure? Book that trip and learn a new language with Babbel. Go ahead, make a resolution you can stick to. Now is the time. Babbel's mid-year sale is here. Unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription for 65% off. Just go to Babbel.com and start today. Babbel teaches you relevant words and phrases, so you can start.
We got the 5 people in here with us.
And because Babbel's bite-sized lessons fit easily into your daily routine and are easy to remember, you'll be talking like you want to multitask. Dive into the world of language learning content with Babbel's videos, podcasts, and stories from around the world, full of culture hacks and language learning tips. Turn your daydream into a destination this year with Babbel. But don't wait. There's more lines to your adventure. Get Babbel's lifetime access for us at Babbel.com.
I think here's what I think with the final 4 teams. I think it's going to be fascinating to watch last night the way that they AVEY took a commanding lead against Georgia and then was able to fend off the Dogs. That's a good football team.
Well, before you get the Lions game, my
I'm not gonna get mad about that. I hear you.
And the Lions here, they need to go get them 2 veteran offensive linemen. I don't need no projects. I don't need nobody who ain't never done it before. They need to go get 2 veterans. Don't tell me about drafting down the road. You need to do whatever it takes to protect off and make it great for him so he can be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But when he's protected against, you know what we know. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So go get those. Don't be the smartest guys in the world on draft. They talk about best debate. Most times you 2 guys somewhere to get those bills so y'all can be successful. Because if y'all don't do that, y'all going to the Lions going to be projects again, Vader. They might end up in last place again. They might be in the toughest league division in football. Those 3 teams will get better. So the Lions got to do something. And they got to do some more defense. This one thing, we know that the Lions, that Campbell, they all do a good job. But brother, competition here now. Now you got I don't hear no wild stories about y'all.
I'm with you. I think it takes recall. I mean, you're leading the way here. You talk about the offensive line. I talk about the offensive line all the time. Even before this year, I think it's imperative that you build through the trenches. Specifically, you start with the offensive line. And I understand that they've drafted guys in the past, in the last several years. They've used a lot of draft capital on offensive linemen. And at some point, you're expecting those guys to step up and be starters and be quality starters. And the problem with this year is a lot of these guys got hurt in training camp or in September, and we haven't seen them play. And we don't know what they can do. And neither do they. And I think that's dangerous because I agree with you, Brian. I agree. Go in the offseason and you either spend money or you trade for veteran offensive linemen, guys that you know are solid upgrades over what you've seen. You have to find them. The other thing they have to find out is, and they'll know it, hopefully with enough time. I can't imagine that this wouldn't be something would be timely, but they're going to have to find out if Taylor Decker is coming back or not. If he is, awesome, because he's a way better than average left tackle. If he's not going to come back, if he's going to call it a career, and he doesn't know this place, I don't know. I can't tell you that. He goes, I'm looking forward to playing some. But if he decides that he's going to hang him up, and then they need to find an offensive tackle, clearly, I think it's obvious you would move an Sewell left side, but that opens up things on the right side. You still have to go get yourself a veteran tackle. Absolutely. Center is a position that you have to have someone. I don't think it's as simple as sliding Tate Ratledge from right guard to center when he hasn't played it. Didn't play it in college, hasn't played it in the pros. They worked him out there for like 3 days in training camp, and then they switched him back to right guard because they thought the best offensive line was going to have him at guard and Glasgow at center. I don't think there's any slam dunk there, and I think it's imperative that you find a veteran center to play on this team. So I'm with you 100%. There are some guys out there, well, top free agents, potential free agents. Now, I say potential because the Baltimore, the center there is potentially a free agent. But if you're the Ravens, you're going to give up on the center going into year 5 of his career. He's really, really, really good. You're probably not. You're probably going to sign him. But if I were the Lions, I would absolutely be looking at him. 100%, I would be looking at him. We'll see what they decide to do. Offensive line has got to be the area they concentrate on in the offseason, and it's not the only area. Now, some other areas I'd feel better about being addressed with draft picks, because I think some of those players can make bigger impacts right away, particularly players in the secondary. And I think this draft is pretty deep at safety, and they are going to have to add themselves to safety. I love Brian Branch, but we don't know if Brian Branch is coming back. Probably at least halfway through the season next year if he comes back from the Achilles injury. Kirby Joseph is going to be playing with chronic pain for the rest of his career. But I think, fortunately, this year's draft, the way I've looked at it, my quick look at the pool, it looks like it's pretty deep at safety, which is good news for the Lions. And it doesn't discount that they've got needs throughout the rest of the team. But I think the obvious ones are up front and in the secondary. And then you can also say probably a defensive tackle as they make decisions on other guys on this team. DJ Reader, do you try to bring him back or no? Lee McNeil taking kind of a step back this year. Was it just because he's coming off the injury and it's going to take some time before he gets back to what he was? I hope that's the case. Really like Lee McNeil. Expect Tyleek Williams to take a step forward and is going into his second year in the league. Fortunately, he stayed pretty healthy this year, which is good news, because other defensive tackles they've taken in the past have not been able to stay healthy. But they've got a lot of issues they have to think about. And players are going to be free agents that might get some big money elsewhere. Can they match that? Or can they convince those guys to come back? Al-Qadim Muhammad, who has 11 sacks this year. He's got 11 sacks going into the last game of the season. I think kind of surprised everybody. What kind of a contract is he going to play in the offseason? Roy Lopez, defensive tackle, has been very good. But what kind of contract is he going to look at in the offseason? And do those guys have interest in coming back? I certainly hope so. 248-539-9797, same number to Texas. If you want to get through that way, let's talk to you as we talk about the Lions and the Bears. It's Ben Johnson on Sunday. Does it annoy you what the Bears have been able to do so quickly? Is it annoying to you? Does it aggravate you? Are you harboring ill will towards Ben Johnson because he left the fold? We'll talk about it next year, 97.1.
Share up $10,000 in bonus bets when your anytime bonus score nets 3. Enter BetMGM's hat-trick jackpot all season long for your chance to win some major bonus bets. It's easy. Just log in and opt into the promotion. Then you can anytime score a bet on any hockey game of at least $10. If your player of choice scores 3 goals instead of just 1, you'll win your share of the $10K in bonus bets. There's nothing fun like watching a game especially when it means you're going to win a share of $10,000 in bonus bets. Ready to shoot your shot? Download the app today. BetMGM, make it legendary. BetMGM makes sense. Like gambling responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21+ only. Michigan only. B16 plus deposit. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards and bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
When I found out my son was using marijuana, I thought it was just part of adolescence. Lots of teens and young people get high. But then I found out how powerful today's concentrates are. I couldn't believe it.
It's far more powerful than weed from the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
When teens use vapes or dabs, the potency can be 80 to 100% THC. THC can cause addiction, hallucinations, paranoia, anxiety, and cannabis-induced psychosis in youth. For teens and young adults, marijuana use comes with increased risks
Of suicidal thoughts, planning, and attempts.
And these high THC products can be bought almost anywhere, from gas stations to dispensaries. I had no idea.
Talk to your children well before they experiment with today's potent THC products.
Get educated. Help them understand the dangers are real.
Just Say No, KNOW. Go to justsayno.org today for the facts.
A public service message from Johnny's Ambassadors.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Tanya Lalonde from Summit Place Kia to tell you to come trade in your sleigh. We'll get you out of that old thing, even if you owe $9,000 more than your trade is worth. Is your...
Yeah. 135, 882.
So come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today at Summit Place Kia in Clinton Township, Auburn Hills, and at summitplacekia.com.
Do fuel filters on this or no? Fuel filter on this or no? Appreciate it. No, that's all good. All right.